Lodge, and I am so excited to have you here today. And today I'm going to show you a super duper easy recipe that I made with my kids all the time when they were young and still make nowadays. On Easter time we make this, but it's pretty easy. Oh, and here comes my hubby. Thanks for keeping him in your prayers and thoughts. The last couple weeks he had a knee replacement about 2 weeks ago, just a little over 2 weeks ago, and so he's hobbling along, but he's doing pretty good. He's getting there. Anyway, so we're going to make this monkey bread super easy. There's different variations that you can do with this. Today I'm going to show you one of the variations that I like to do. And then I also have another one that I just pulled out of the oven that I'll get to show you with another way of doing it. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to take a bundt pan, or you can use a just any kind of a tube pan. I actually have little mini bundt pans, and actually I wanted to show you this. I have mini bundt pans, and you can take small biscuit cans and use the mini bundt cakes, and then you kind of have little individual ones. We're going to use these big jumbo muffins. It only takes, or biscuits, only takes a few minutes to prep these, and then they bake for about 40 minutes, and then they're ready to eat. And so this is going to take 2 cans of buttermilk biscuits, the jumbo ones, 2 16-ounce cans. And then we're going to have a half a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'll end up mixing this in here. Show you what we're going to do with this. So it's a half a cup of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Today we're going to make blueberry monkey bread. You can also use nuts and raisins. You can use cranberries, frozen cranberries, fresh cranberries. Add a little orange zest with those. I'm going to add a little lemon zest with the blueberries. And so right now, so all you're going to do is you're going to have 2 cans of these biscuits. I always hate opening these things because they pop on me and they scare me. Even though I know it's coming, it does it every time. And it makes me just jump no matter what. Am I the only one that happens to? So, we're going to need 2 of these cans of biscuits. I have 1 can already prepped just to save some time. Glad that didn't fall on the floor. Okay, Rudy's always hanging out right here just waiting for something to fall. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to take our biscuits and we're just going to cut them into quarters, which you can see I have 1 of these cans of biscuits already prepped. So we're just going to cut all of these in quarters. It'll go pretty quickly. Doesn't take too much time. This is the hardest work that you have to do with these biscuits. Not too bad. So pretty easy peasy. And then I'm going to also just spray my pan with some nonstick cooking spray. And while I'm finishing up these biscuits, I'll tell you a little bit about my cookbook here. This cookbook is called Rocky Mountain Lodge and Cabin's More Favorite Recipes. This is the second version of my cookbook. I sold out of my first one. And so this cookbook has 500 recipes in it. And it also includes a free ebook version, so you can download it on your computer, your tablet, your phone. It's nice to have it on my phone because if I'm at the grocery store or out and about and I think about something that I might want to make for dinner or the next couple days, I can just look the recipe up on my phone and I can find whatever ingredients I need. Alright, so now I've got all of these biscuits cut up. You can get this cookbook on our website, RockyMountainLodge.com, and click on the gift shop tab. Enter the promo code Facebook Cooking, and you can get $5 off the cookbook. And this recipe you can find on our website, RockyMountainLodge.com, and click on the recipes tab, and it'll be there for you. So now that we've got all these biscuits prepped, I'm just going to take a little bit at a time and put them in our cinnamon sugar mixture here. Let me spray this pan here. I know we should never do brand names here, but whatever. All right, so I've got that sprayed. And so I'm just going to mix these up a little bit right here. You can also put these in a Ziploc bag and shake them all around. I just prefer doing it this way, and then I find that they get covered more evenly, and I know for sure that each piece is covered. When I tend to put them in a Ziploc bag, sometimes they'll stick together and not all the pieces get coated thoroughly all the way. And so I just like to do that myself. That just attests to my little bit of control freak nature here. And now I'm going to add just a little bit of blueberries here. We're just going to kind of plop these throughout the layers here. Add just a tiny bit of lemon zest. And we're just going to continue on. Just keep layering away with our biscuits, blueberries, and lemon zest. This recipe is so easy. You can make it in the morning. You don't have to take a lot of prep. It only takes 40 minutes to bake at 350 degrees. So I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. Then I'll put it in the oven, let it bake for about 40 minutes until they're cooked fairly through. And then you take it out of the oven and let it sit for 5 minutes, and then you flip it out of the pan. And I'll show you that with the one that is done. So just a little tiny bit of lemon zest in there. I don't want to overpower all that cinnamon sugar, but lemons and blueberries go really well together. I'll make blueberry muffins, and I'll always put lemon zest in my blueberry muffins. Really adds a little bit extra zing to those blueberries. All right, and blueberry pancakes. Those are good. My hubby likes blueberry pancakes a lot. Those are probably his favorite pancakes. Later on this fall, I'll do some other pancake demos with some fancy pancakes. You can make cinnamon roll pancakes, gingerbread pancakes, pumpkin pancakes, all kinds of pancakes. All right. I forgot to silence my phone. Well, now you know what my ringtone sounds like. All right, add some more blueberries in here. So like I said, you can put whatever you want in here. Fresh cranberries or even frozen cranberries work well, and a little bit of orange zest, or raisins and nuts, or none of them, just the cinnamon sugar all by itself. That's kind of the traditional way, I think, is maybe with nothing. That's how my mom always used to make them. My hubby likes raisins. I like nuts, and so I tend to put raisins and nuts with ours sometimes because that's what he likes. All right, so this is the last of these here that I'm going to throw in here. Okay, I do have a little bit of extra cinnamon sugar mixture, so I'm just going to kind of sprinkle this all around on here, and it will actually make the tops of these. Actually, I forgot the rest of the blueberries and lemons, so we'll put this on, then we'll put the rest of that cinnamon sugar on there, and then we're going to bake this. But you can see how simple and easy this is. Put a little bit more lemon zest on here. I'm going to save a little bit to put on the top when we go to serve it. I'll sprinkle the rest of this on here. Waste not, want not. Plus, you can't get enough cinnamon sugar. All right, and then the last thing that we're going to do is I have here 1.5 sticks, which is 3/4 cup of melted butter. It's kind of starting to separate because I did it a little bit ago. It's been sitting. And 1 cup of packed brown sugar. So we're going to add this to here and just mix these together. And then we're going to pour this on the top, and then it's ready to go in the oven. So you can see your prep time is really only about 5 minutes. Pretty quick. So now that that's mixed, we're just going to pour this all over the top. And this is going to kind of ooze down through all of those pieces and just flavor it all and bake into it. Butter and brown sugar. Pretty yummy. All right. And that is it. So now this is baby's ready to go in the oven for 40 minutes. Put this in here. Set my timer. And now I'm going to bring this one over that I just finished here probably about a half hour ago. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. On the top, you're going to want, as soon as you take it out of the oven, you're going to want to get like a skinny spatula, and you're going to want to loose it from the edges. It's usually pretty loosened anyways, but it just makes it easier when you go to flip it to kind of get that guarantee. And so then you're going to put a plate on top or any kind of serving platter, and then you're just going to carefully flip it. And then we pray, cross our fingers, and hope it didn't stick to the bottom. And there we go. And so this is kind of what it looks like when it's done. All right, my hubby's coming in just in time, and so then you just kind of tear it apart, and you get these pieces here, all these little biscuit pieces. You want one?
No, not right now.
Okay, so then you get these little biscuit pieces that have the gooey, butter, cinnamon, sugar all in there, and you just kind of pick it apart, and you go at it. This one just has nuts in it. So you can see how easy that is, and how delicious that turns out. And so, pretty easy peasy today, nice and short and simple and sweet today, definitely sweet. So this is our monkey bread for today. Your family will love it. If you've got kids in the house, they're gonna love it. It will be devoured pretty quickly. It serves about 8 to 12, depending on how many pieces people want. So there's that monkey bread. And so next week, if y'all want to come back next Wednesday, we're going to be making another super easy dish. We're going to be making fettuccine Alfredo, which you may not know how that's a super easy recipe to make. Just a few ingredients, and you can make it in about, from start to finish, from the time you start cooking till the time it's on your plate, in about 20 minutes. All right, so we'll do that next week. It's good to have you all. So like this video, share this video. You can find the recipe at our website, RockyMountainLodge.com, on our recipes page. And you can click on the gift shop page and purchase our cookbook. And enter promo code Facebook Cooking to get $5 off. Thanks for joining us today for a super easy recipe that your whole family will love. And you can change it up to make it however you want it. See you next week, everybody. Bye.